How many times at the end of the year do you take stock and feel disappointed with how things have gone? And how many times at the same time do you promise yourself that the new year will be better? But things almost never go the way you would like, and disappointment becomes the predominant feeling. Thanks to the Zen story that you will hear, you will discover the 10 habits to practice if, in the new year, you literally want to be reborn and achieve that spiritual growth that will give you inner peace. But before continuing, if you haven't already, subscribe to The Secrets of the Mind, activate notifications, and share the video. This way you will help us produce new content every day for your personal growth. In an ancient Buddhist monastery located in a remote region of Japan lived an old monk named Soda, famous for his wisdom. His disciples, like every end of the year, gathered to listen to his words of profound wisdom to face the year that would soon arrive. The beginning of the new year always presents itself as a newborn baby, bringing promise and being received with joy, Soda said. However, this idyllic atmosphere does not last long. In fact, for some mysterious reason, over the next 300 days, this sweet little boy turns into a decrepit old man who we can't wait to get rid of. This happens because the new year did not bring the much desired happiness. Thus, the most common phrases that we hear at the end of the year reflect precisely this state of mind. May this year end soon, or let's hope the new year is better, or also, will it be the right time for things to improve? This sad ritual is repeated every year. The anxious wait for the end of the year essentially projects all the unfulfilled wishes of the previous year onto the new year. And this burdens the newcomer with illusions that will soon turn into bitter disappointments. The disciples, after this introduction, understood that the master would soon enlighten them with pearls of wisdom that they would not have heard anywhere else. Soda, with eyes illuminated by wisdom, began to talk about the 10 habits through which to make the new year a period of spiritual rebirth and inner peace. The first rule you must make a habit, said the monk, is to create a daily routine dedicated to your soul. A routine, he stated, should be like an antenna that channels energy effectively. This means setting aside time for reflection, gratitude, and exercise. The key, Soda emphasized, is balance. Find the rhythm that suits your specific nature, since none of us are the same, and carry it forward with perseverance. For example, imagine your day as a sacred ritual. In the morning, take time for yourself, strengthening your spirit through meditation or a short walk in nature. At lunch, nourish your body with healthy foods, and at night, reflect for a few minutes on the gifts you have received throughout the day. Lastly, make sure you get quality, truly restful sleep. This routine becomes your refuge, an anchor that will sustain you in the storms of life. As a second piece of advice, the monk invited everyone to face the shadow of anxiety. Anxiety is like an inevitable storm, he said, but don't let it become the puppet master of your mind. Accept its presence, but learn to control it. To do this, you can dedicate yourself to meditation, mindfulness, and conscious breathing. Remember, anxiety comes to visit you to tell you that something is not working well in your life, so do not treat it as an enemy, but as an ally that you can talk to. The third habit Soda suggested was taking small steps toward improvement every day. Every small step is a step toward greatness, he said. Nourish the garden of your soul with small daily positive actions. Remember, a small seed can grow into a majestic tree. Imagine planting the seeds of your goals every day. Every step, no matter how small, is a contribution to your inner garden. With perseverance and patience, you will see the fruit of your effort germinate. The fourth rule that you must make into a constant habit, he continued, is to carefully select the people with whom you interact. The people around you determine your destiny, so seek out those who inspire you and propel you toward greatness. Don't be afraid to be selective in your relationships. Imagine walking through a forest where each individual is a tree. Some offer you shade and support, while others can get in your way. Choose people who enrich your emotional soil, who are like nutrients for your growth. The fifth habit that the old monk spoke about was the one linked to the ability to say no. In the complexity of the modern world, he said, saying no becomes an art. Free yourself from unnecessary time and focus on what is truly important. Choose wisely where to invest your energy. Think of the no you will say, the invitations you will reject, like brushstrokes on a work of art. Each no will be a brush that discards superfluous details, revealing the essential beauty of your life, and it will be healing. Be aware of your priorities and paint your world with the colors that best reflect you. The sixth habit to develop, according to Soda, is accept change. As boat captains adapt to the waves, embrace change as an opportunity for growth. Don't resist, but float gracefully through life's transformations. Be like water that adapts without losing its essence. Imagine yourself as a ship sailing through the waters of life. Every wave, every change is a new possibility for growth. Accept the flow of events with the calm of someone who knows that every change is an opportunity for evolution. The seventh habit you should cultivate in the new year, said the master, is to challenge yourself to get out of your comfort zone. True growth happens beyond your daily habits. So be flexible. Discover what lies beyond your familiar habits. Imagine yourself as the explorer of your inner world. Every step outside your comfort zone is a journey into the unknown. Challenge yourself and explore new territories, like birds that spread their wings to fly beyond a horizon with courage and determination. While everyone listened with great attention, and some of them were moved by the master's words, Soda introduced the eighth habit. Remember that setbacks are an integral part of life's journey. Don't fear mistakes, but learn from them. Your humanity is what makes you strong. Imagine that you are ancient trees that have gone through many seasons. The scars on the trunk tell stories of storms weathered and overcome. Accept your mistakes as part of your journey, like rings that strengthen your trunk. May your humanity become your strength and make you resilient to life's challenges. Soda, with a gentle smile, introduced the ninth habit to cultivate, the practice of compassion. Be kind and compassionate not only to others, but also to yourself. On the path of spiritual growth, it is essential to welcome imperfections and mistakes with compassion, learning from obstacles without judging oneself harshly. Compassion, like a ray of warm light, illuminates the path to inner peace and establishes meaningful connections with those we meet along the way. Learn to perform small acts of kindness, actively listen to those in need, and offer support when possible. Compassion, stated the monk, is a gift that multiplies when it is shared with the world, creating a deep bond between people. When the sun began to hide behind the mountains, the master spoke of the 10th habit to cultivate, living in the present. Often the mind is torn between regrets of the past and anxiety about the future, neglecting the present moment, Soda said. But the present is the only place where we can make positive decisions and build the future we want. Living in the past generates suffering. Thinking too much about the future fills us with anxiety. The disciples left the monastery reflecting on the words with which the master had greeted them. Remember, these tips can give you the best year of your life, but for them to work, they must become consolidated habits.